Welcome to news from Korea Industry Daily. I'm Yer Kim, and here is Innovation Summit Seoul 2018. And today we are mainly discussing about the Schneider Electric's eco-structure. And here is Vice President of Schneider Electric, Diego. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, a pleasure.
And the first question would be definitely related to the eco-structure, the latest version. And can you give us the improvements or the advantages compared to the last version of the eco-structure? And also the famous example applied to the oil or gas industry.
Okay, so to answer the question, let me make a bit of history.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, Schneider Electric is the organization that somehow kicked off the third industrial revolution when we launched the first industrial PLC in 1964. And somehow we were the ones also that kicked off the fourth industrial revolution when in 1994 we came up with the concept of transparent factory. Transparent factory over time evolved to become EcoStructure in 2007, and technological evolutions made EcoStructure to evolve to what it is today. Now, what are the improvements that EcoStructure suffered between 2007 and today? There are three major technological evolutions. First of all, what we call IoT, Internet of Things, the possibility to connect devices either to edge control or to the cloud, and even if those devices are mobile, they can be connected. So IoT is one of the first improvements. The second one is that now we are able to converge information coming from the business processes and the plant floor. So we are converging information from the IT systems and the OT systems. And by doing so, by converging that information, we are able to create more value for the customers. And the third component, or the third transformation, if you will, is the advancement of the cloud. The cloud not only as a place to store information, but also the cloud as a major engine of an economic revolution, because the cloud brought to the table the possibility to have something that we call network effects. And network effects are like virtual malls where you have producers and consumers coming to the same place and exchanging information, exchanging goods, and collaborating to create more value for everybody. So this is in general what the improvements to EcoStructure were all about. Now, some good examples in the oil and gas industry in Korea is, for instance, we are the leaders in terms of process safety, process control safety. And process control safety is the middle layer of EcoStructure. Okay, so we have process control safety. We are the leaders using our platform called Triconex. And then as connected devices, we have many of the Schneider offers, like speed drives, power meters, and many other things, field devices. And on top of our process control safety, we have the full suite of software applications, analytics, and services that we provide to the main petrochemical, refining, chemical customers in Korea.
The second question is about the Asian market. When we discuss about the Asian market, there is two big countries as Japan and China. And we can observe their rapid movements toward a smart factory and also Industry 4.0. So can you give us any opinions about the Korean government-wise, which support should be first?
Yeah, sure. So we see around the world an evolution towards digitizing the industrial segments. But digitization is not just a one-shot transformation, it's a journey. And the journey is a very difficult one because many factors need to converge for companies to transform themselves. Therefore, the journey has to be a gradual journey. All the countries are going through the transformation, in particular the Asian countries like China, Japan, Korea, and so on and so forth. But the transformation is not just a technological transformation, it's also a business evolution. Therefore, something that we recommend everybody is to build partnerships between suppliers, the government, universities, and research organizations to be able to help companies in the industrial segment to take small steps towards digitization. Because it's not just about transforming the technology, it's also about transforming the business, and it's also about transforming the people that will be operating the plants. If the people are not embracing the new technologies, it's going to be very difficult to transform the different companies. Therefore, our recommendation is through the partnerships that we were talking about, is to create small proof of concepts or pilots, and then based upon the pilot, start the journey towards the transformation in a particular area. We also recommend companies to focus the unique value that they are looking for, or the main need where they want to focus, or the main pain point. Focus in the pain point, try to find out the unique value that they are looking for, build partnerships between the government, research organizations, universities, and suppliers, build proof of concept, and continue working in that direction.
And so many rival companies introduce their own products like hardware and software, like we can say Siemens or Mitsubishi. And as a customer, it's really hard to make a decision which product we can purchase. So is there any tips, like typically like communicated, like which one is good and which one is bad in this part, like that? So can you give us any tips as a customer?
In terms of the question about choosing the right offer in value, what's the supplier that provides me the best value for the money that I spent? In general, if we take a look at the different offers in the market, there are differences, of course, but these are features. Some components may have some features that some other components don't have. Some devices may have better features than others, but at the end of the day is to get value out of whatever you buy. Now, you may buy a device that may have better features than another one. But at the end of the day, when you consider the services, the reliability, the response time of the company where you buy it from, and that device in the context of a system or an ecosystem, that device that didn't have the best features may deliver the best value for the customer. So my strong recommendation to anyone that buys something, don't compare features, compare values. And as part of the values, you need to consider the features and everything else that the different suppliers or the supply chain associated to the supplier can provide to enhance the device that you're buying.
And can you give us the marketing strategies for Korean market?
So in terms of our market strategy for the Korean market, again, going back to the answer from before, we are trying to create value. We usually communicate to the organization, or the role of our organization is to create value for our customers. So this is extremely important. I usually tell the sales organization, you are not sales people, you are value creation people to our customers. You create value for your customer, and the customer will create value for you at some point in time. This is first. Second is, we need to fully understand the needs of our customers, what the needs are, what the pain points are, so we can define the unique value proposition that we want to deliver to our customers, and then to create value through the solutions that are based on EcoStruxure plant. The third is our main segment today in Korea is oil and gas, and we have outstanding relationships with some of the most important petrochemical, refining, chemical customers in Korea, and we want to be sure that we continue creating value for them. Rather than expanding ourselves to other segments, I want to be sure that we go deeper into this particular segment, petrochemical, refining, chemical. We create value for our customers, and that's going to define a lasting or a long and lasting relationship with our customers. Then gradually we want to move to another segments, but first of all we want to be sure that we create as much value as we can for the petrochemical, refining, and oil and gas customers in Korea.
And thank you for your interview today, and hope to see you again.
It was a pleasure. Thanks, Andy.